The Thursday Walkthrough is brought to you by Carle and the University of Illinois Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Thursday Walkthrough. Martin O'Donnell joined as always by Coach Lovie Smith. And Coach, a great win at Nebraska last week, and really seemed to get off to a fast start. The turnover early, really started with the opening kickoff, but then Nebraska turns the ball over, able to punch it in for 7. What kind of impact does that have on the team, especially when you're going on the road?
Well, big impact. As a coach, we always talk about starting fast. Start fast, finish strong. And it wasn't just lip service. You mentioned the opening kickoff. Kirby Joseph ran down, big hit, got the team going. And it was, nobody talks about takeaways as much as we do, or more than we do. And to get that early takeaway is big. More momentum, but it's still about getting points on the board and for our offense to go in right away, set the tone for the day.
Well, and Coach, those were the first points that you'd scored in the first quarter. Was that something that you guys had talked about coming into the game and obviously wanting to change?
Well, to be truthful, no. I mean, I didn't even really realize that until right now. I mean, no, I'm just kidding a little bit. We did realize it, but we've been trying hard. And sometimes it just doesn't work, but practice, we talk a lot. We had a good week of practice, and it helps to get everybody back on the practice field to have a good week of practice. So we're excited about week 2.
Well, and Coach, obviously another solid offensive performance, obviously putting up the amount of points that you did against Nebraska. But, again, another solid day on the ground. It was over 300 yards against Rutgers, 285 yards against Nebraska. And obviously you have Chase Brown, you have Mike Epstein, Brandon Peters contributing a little bit. But, talk to me a little bit about the offensive line, especially the fact that it's an all-Illinois offensive line up front.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of that. I mean, Alex Palczewski went down, and we filled in with another product of Illinois high school football, Julian Pearl, but all 5 guys played well. It all starts up front. And not just running the football. We were able to get some things going in the passing game also. The pocket was kind of perfect for Brandon to throw the ball. But it does start up front, and there's a commitment to the run. And if you're a running back, you should like running against a line like that.
Well, and Coach, obviously this week, a big game against Ohio State, top 5 opponent. Your team has a lot of guys that want to play at the next level. Would they look even more so at a game like Ohio State with the talent they have across the board as a proving ground for them? Yes.
If you have aspirations to play in the NFL, Ohio State puts out more players to the NFL than any team around. So everybody's will be watching this video. But when you play against a team that's one of the best in the country, you want to see how you match up. We took a step this past week, but we need to be able to do that 2 weeks in a row. And to a man, I would just say that, you don't have to really use a whole lot of motivational tools to get the guys ready to play. They know who's coming into town.
Well, and obviously the player captaining, that Ohio State team being Justin Fields at quarterback, where does he stack up in your 5 years here at Illinois in terms of collegiate quarterbacks that you've played against?
Well, he's as good a player as we played against. It's kind of simple as that. I think, I haven't seen everybody, but I'll be hard pressed. I would be hard pressed to say someone that's a better football player than him. As a quarterback, he can make all the throws. He's got good size. When he chooses to run, he's as fast as anybody on the football team. He makes good decisions. He checks off all the boxes. As a defensive player, you should want to play against an athlete like him, and we are.
Well, and Coach, obviously, this week being Thanksgiving, I think every year we talk about this, but what are some of the things that you're thankful for this year?
Just so much. We're talking about Illinois football. Just thankful that I get a chance to lead a program like this, to be around so many special men each day that do everything you ask them to do as a coach. And just so thankful, of course, for my family, which means the world to me, and just health. So many things to be thankful for. And so it's always good to celebrate another Thanksgiving Day.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for stopping by the Thursday Walkthrough.
The Thursday Walkthrough is brought to you by Carle and the University of Illinois Credit Union. University of Illinois Credit Union, for campus and community.
Let us get to know you like we know this community, from football fields to cornfields. If you share the community spirit, come see why you and I belong together. U of I Community Credit Union, for campus and community.